Hey guys, welcome. So every Thursday on this channel, we cover the show Into the Badlands, and this is no exception. But today, I have something a little bit different, something that you've not experienced on this channel, because it's not actually this channel that we are going to be focusing on today. We are going to focus on a new show that is coming on my buddy's channel, Mike and Kris, over at Third Person Podcast. They did something that was awesome, you guys. So what they did is they created a whole nother show around Into the Badlands. They have two. They have the trivia show, but they have a whole nother show that they're starting around Into the Badlands. And I was just so fortunate or lucky enough to be the first one on that show. So they actually allowed me to put the show, the complete show, on this channel. And I'm so glad that they did, because you guys are going to get a first-hand look on the channel. And then after that, I hope that you guys jump over and subscribe to this channel, because there will be more like this to come. So here's the deal. We are getting ready to look at the first edition of their new show, where they pit Badlands people against Badlands people, both good and bad, and they're calling it the Ultimate Fighting Badlands. And for this episode, we talk Sunny versus Pilgrim, with both of them having the dark gift, and we give our ideas about who would win and why. This is a discussion I think you guys are really going to like. I cannot wait to see what you say in the comments in terms of why you think either one would win. And I'm telling you, think about how you respond, because there's a lot of stuff to think about when you choose who you think the winner might be, and we get into that. So without further ado, you guys, check this out, and I really hope that you enjoy. Stay to the end of it. I'll be back with a short message, and then we'll be out.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Third Person. My name is Kris. That's Mike.
What's up?
And this is our friend Al. What's up, Al?
Yes.
Hey, everybody.
Al is from the YouTube channel Dark Side TV and Movie Reviews. And Al is here with Mike and I to help us for our very first episode of our new series called UFB Ultimate Fighting Badlands. What do we do on this, Mike?
What we're going to do is we're going to be pitting a couple Badlanders head-to-head in an ultimate fighting grudge match. Now, listen, it could be characters that are on the same side, characters that are obviously on opposite sides, but we just want to see who's going to beat the next guy's rear ends. But what is the tipping point here is every character that we're going to be pinning together will have the dark energy, the dark power, the dark chi.
That's right.
Whichever you like. So we're glad to kick this off. Absolutely. We're glad to kick this off with Al.
Yep.
What are we gonna do? Who are we pinning up, guys?
All right. So first one up, we're going heavyweights. Right out the gate.
Right
guys.
out the gate.
We're gonna go strong. It's gonna be Sunny versus Pilgrim. Both with the dark chi. Now we know Pilgrim at the end of where we are right now, wherever you're watching this. We're recording this in the mid-season break. Pilgrim just got his dark chi. Sunny's hasn't been unlocked yet, and we say that for a very specific reason, because it hasn't been unlocked yet, and we know it's locked at this point. So guess what, boys? We're unlocking it. No holds barred.
So the whole Badlands world.
That's right. They're doing it. All right. So I say let's just jump right in. So
that's right.
What do you think? Let's just see. You know what? Let's do it this right off the bat. Al, boom. Who's winning this, Sunny or Pilgrim?
So off the bat, without any explanation,
right.
I got Sunny coming out on top.
Okay, Mike, what do you got?
I second that. Sunny.
I'm gonna have to third it, guys. It's unanimous. I say Sunny too. So yeah. We all say Sunny. That's interesting. I didn't think we were all going to say Sunny. So let's get into it. Why? Let's go with Pilgrim first. Let's
okay.
Since we all said Sunny, let's go with Pilgrim. Let's see what Pilgrim's got. I'll start you off. Without dark chi, we know that. I'm not sure the style of fighting. I was trying to look up these styles, and obviously most of the Badlands style is wushu, which is Daniel Wu's, I want to say, like, native style. That's what he's mostly a master in. It's what he trains others in, and it's the basis for all these martial arts that we see on the show. Now, Pilgrim, however, Pilgrim's a brawler, but he's got finesse, right? So I don't know. Is it kung fu? Is it taekwondo? He does a lot of throws, but he's not really. It's more like kung fu, right?
I don't know. I would kind of classify Pilgrim style as probably maybe a fusion of something, because I don't know if I would call it kung fu or not necessarily, but it's got some kung fu elements, I guess I would say.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how about let's not forget the fact that, number one, we never really seen him fight with weapons. It's all hands on.
Right.
And blindfolded.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
there's,
That's a
so
good
there's
point.
an element, and this is what kind of swayed me. It didn't necessarily sway me one way or the other because I chose Sunny in the end, but Pilgrim is, oh shit, I just fucking lost my train of thought right there, dude.
That's all right. Keep going. I'm going to mark it down. Keep going.
All right. No, basically, you're seeing there's some elements of Pilgrim that we don't know yet, especially where, even though he doesn't have the dark power, he does have these abilities, especially with taking you in and out of the darkness.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I feel like...
Is
Go
that
ahead,
heightened?
Mike, I'm
Is
sorry.
that something that, no, that's fine. Is that something that would be enhanced if, in fact, now that he does have this dark chi? And that was the only kind of plus one.
That was the caveat
Pilgrim.
that you were like, I don't know. Yeah.
Is that maybe if he just touches Sunny in the right way, he can just shut him down.
Right.
That's
and
probably his biggest strength.
that was my question too. And also, don't forget that Cressida a couple of times talks about Pilgrim, and one time she almost says verbatim. Remember, she says Pilgrim has many gifts.
Right.
So
Yes.
we don't know
Right.
all that he can do. So he might have some X factors that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
So why the hell did we choose Sunny then? If we know this man can be
Well,
so
that's the
dangerous,
that's the
I'm sitting there
perfect
going,
segue
wait,
into
that's
getting
right.
To why?
That's right.
Yeah, that's the perfect segue
So-
in getting to the positives for why we chose Sunny.
Yeah, well, my reasoning is, just staying on Pilgrim for 1 second, is that he is a brawler though, and we know that when they get this dark chi, it's not so much about finesse as it is, all right. So mainly who we see with dark chi are MK, Nyx, and Caster. And
Right.
Nyx and Caster, they do have a little finesse, but they're also trained fighters. Whereas MK is super powerful, but very raw. So
Right.
this is all we really have to go on. But then you think about the Abbots. So it's not all we have to go on because those guys are badasses.
They're
And we've
beasts.
seen abilities from them also.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That are different than what we've saw in that's what I'm wondering, and that's a really cool question, is the fact that if, say, the three of us just got this dark chi, would we all have that same ability? Or is there like
It would be a mess. I'll just say right now, it'd be a mess.
segments of it.
Okay?
You know
We
what I
make a
mean?
mess of everything.
no, but that's the whole point, is, and that's what's the mystery about this about Azra and about the Abbots and about this dark
Right,
power
true,
and stuff like that.
true,
Is
yeah.
it doesn't seem like it's all universal to everyone.
Yeah,
That
I
we
mean,
all end up with the same positives and abilities.
I would agree. Like, there definitely seems to be tiers to the gift, right?
Mm-hmm.
You seem to see folks that kind of almost have like this rudimentary skill with the gift where they can take a blow or they can deliver like a crushing shot. And then you have the Abbots that are on like this whole different level with being able to turn it off and on. And good grief, how many hits did Kung Lee take that would have, like, he got hit by a car
Yeah.
and
Right.
still was on his feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there definitely seems to be like levels to it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you said it perfectly with like the tiers thing, and that's really going on why I believe Sunny would do it in the first place. Because number one, and I'm sure we'll all agree, is Sunny can hold his own with these Abbots. We've seen him,
Yep.
against
three Abbots, right.
and yeah, exactly. And it's just now when you add that force to him, and not only the fact that you add the chi, but now you're adding his background and what is everybody in the show that knows about Sunny or has some kind of knowledge about where he's come from, that this dude is special.
Yep.
So I'm just bringing that right up here because there's something mysterious about him, and that regardless of how strong now Pilgrim may seem, there's something maybe a little extra with Sunny, and that's my big reason.
So
I would go with him. What's up?
I'm sorry, Chris, were you about to jump in? I don't
Nope,
want to
go
cut
right
you off.
ahead.
So I'm going Team Sunny for a couple of different reasons. Even though now that I think about it, man, guys, I'm going to throw a monkey wrench in the water with Pilgrim. So,
Awesome.
But I do think that Sunny, to me, out of all the fight, oh, hold on. Oh, I thought my wife just called me. Sorry.
That's okay.
I do think that out of all the fighters that we've seen in the Badlands, that Sunny is the most versatile. So like his style is the most versatile. So I think so I notch him up one for that. And I think that he's probably the most adaptive when it comes to the different person in front of him. So if he's got a brawler, he's going to adjust to be able to do that. And plus, I think his strikes are going to just be that much faster. I don't think Pilgrim's going to be able to keep up with him, and especially with the gift. So.
Yeah. What do you?
I absolutely 100% agree with all the things you guys said. Al, you touched on a thing where you said, like, if he has to be a brawler, he'll be a brawler. And that brings me up to one of my all-time favorite scenes from the show out of all of them is the fight in the RV when he's protecting Henry. You know, Sunny is one person that has reasons to be that and to defend and to, you know, and Pilgrim, you know, if we're saying what are the reasons why they're fighting? Are they just fighting to fight, or are they fighting because us three guys said, hey, fight, you know what I mean, in our imaginations? Or is it, you know, so to me it's like, no, you got to have a reason to, the guy who wants it the most is going to win, regardless of skill. All right?
Right.
We all seen Rocky. I just saw Creed 2. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You know, it's the guy who wants it the most. So in addition to all of those things that you said, you know, his adaptability, his fighting style, his ability to take on multiple opponents, the fact that he is more than meets the eye and everybody knows it. You know, it's that he has the drive. He has the reason behind, you know, he has the fear and the love and all of that makes somebody that is the eye of the tiger right there, you know, to go to do a little callback, you know, it's like, so that's why, and I'm adding to you guys, that's what that's why I think Sunny, you know, could be. Now, Al, give me that monkey wrench.
So the monkey wrench is, you remember what Ankara says about Henry's gift and how powerful it is. So I'm wondering, since Pilgrim took Henry's gift and he pulled it all out of him, does his level of kind of the dark chi even supersede Sunny's? Because we know that this baby was like, it's like super juiced, if you will, with the dark gift. And does that matter? And then I guess if you couple that with his own abilities, and guys, the more I think about it, Pilgrim's ability to turn off the gift, if that can affect Sunny, I do think that could be a major game changer.
That's right.
That's right. No,
I wanted to mention that. I wanted to get all these things out. And then let's talk about that for a brief second. That is definitely one of the biggest wrenches in our whole thing. One that I don't think any of us realized when we all said Sunny at first. Right. So, yeah, he can do that, can he? He can do that. However, you got to touch Sunny to do it.
That was my thoughts about that. Is you have to touch Sunny. Listen, I agree with Al said about his versatility. It seems like no matter which weapon Sunny picks up,
or no weapon,
you know what I mean. And that's another thing too. What you just said, Chris, is the fact that we haven't seen Pilgrim with weapons either. But the big thing is, and we've discussed this, we said this a couple times already, is we don't know if there's different tiers, like Al says, and levels of the chi. Look at what the Master did when she walked into the Widow and Chow. Stopped
time, basically.
Time. Freezing all the arrows. But not only did she stop those, but the Widow and Chow were still moving around. So it's like she can choose. All right, I don't want that leaf to hit the ground that just fell from the tree.
Right.
But you know, so there's so much more that we're gonna find out and explore. I think.
I was gonna say, keep that everybody keep that in mind when we put the Master against somebody. So
yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, so it's
stops time. Check. You know.
Right.
Yeah, and look, hey, you know, it's a big piece of this show, and that's a big reason why I enjoy the show so much. Is there's still so much more to give us with the Azra mystery, and will we ever see this place, and just the whole backstory. I'm sure all of you are excited to see too more about Sunny's sister and that whole story and the dark chi, and it's such a great show. And this is a really fun video to do, and I hope everybody that's watching this enjoys this as well. Is there anything else that you guys want to add to this, or?
The only thing I would say, since And Kris, you brought it up. Now we see how powerful the Master is at the end of season 3, episode 8. But then you think about when MK hits the Master so hard that he breaks that bone in her arm. So even with her level of power, there's a vulnerability there. So these matches are you got to think about them.
That's why, and the whole reasoning behind giving everybody the dark chi is exactly what we're all saying. Is that, like you said again, Al, there are these tiers, not so everybody has these levels. Now it kind of blows my mind because but we do that, but we see that though, because you have someone like you just said, Al. If MK can bash the Master that way, yet the Master can stop time, yet Pilgrim has Henry's all power. Like, it's like, what the hell is happening? Like, it kind of is a little too much. So again, as we get to see, the rest of this, wherever you're watching this video, but if the rest of the season pan out, we're gonna get to see all this stuff. So all right, so let's all end it there. We all say Sunny. I think we all stick with Sunny still.
I still have Sunny.
All right, Sunny. It's Sunny all the way. We're Team Sunny right now, guys. Obviously, let us know what you think in the description. In the comments.
Comment section below.
But your homework is give us your reasons. Give us your reasons why. And I'd like to see. I mean, we also look. We actually pleaded a case for Pilgrim as well. So I'd like to see other reasons why Pilgrim would win. But anyway, all right. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Kris, I'd be particularly interested in that. Guys, if there is anybody out there that thinks that we're wrong about Sunny, I would love for you to lay it out in the comments as to why. At least 3 reasons why you think that Pilgrim would win this confrontation, because I'm curious to see what the thoughts are about that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, so that's going to do it on this thing. Right before we wrap this up, I did want to mention, if you did notice, and I'm sure you did, the 3 of us have 3 wonderful, wonderful banners, all right, if you can see. And they are courtesy of a wonderful community member. Her name is Nat, and she creates these wonderful things, plus other props from the show. She's fantastically skilled at doing this, and the 3 of us were lucky enough to get these banners. We all chose different banners, which is awesome.
We did.
You know what I mean? And so they're going to be in our Badlands videos, and I just think it's so cool. So, just want to say thank you to Nat. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. They look great. Nat. They look wonderful, and so that's awesome. So if you want to see more of that, go the Facebook group will be down below. Just get in there and join this community, because Al says it on his channel all the time. This is one of the best communities you're ever going to be in, right?
Great community.
Yep. That's Al, where can they reach you? What's your channel again, and where can they reach you on social?
So you guys can find me at Darkside TV and Movie Reviews, a channel that's very similar to Kris. We cover ITV heavily on that channel. Every Thursday we have an ITV video. You guys can also reach me on Twitter at AlJohnSeward, and that's the call handle on Twitter. And the Instagram is the same as the YouTube channel. Guys, why did I just forget my own channel's name? Darkside TV and Movie Reviews is the Instagram handle. So any one of those places, you guys can hit me up, and we'd love to have you. And thank you guys for Mike and Kris for allowing me to do this. This is
no problem.
Awesome. No problem, man. Don't worry.
We're great. We're glad you had some fun. Yep. And of course, you can check us out on Third Person Pod on YouTube, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you can also have a listen to this on iTunes.
That's it. Again, thank you again, Al, for being on here.
Sir.
Yes.
Thank you to Nat for our wonderful banners, and thank you guys for watching. Nat. Thank you for the community, and we will see you guys on the next UFB.
All right, guys, so I really hope that you enjoyed that. I had so much fun doing that. It was a blast, and we could have actually gone longer. That's how much fun it was. If you are not subscribed to Mike and Kris's channel, make sure that you go over there, give those guys a sub. They cover the show heavily as well. A lot of cast interviews. They also have the ITV trivia game where they have stars like Daniel Wu and Sherman Augustus and others on taking the trivia. I also got a chance to participate in that. That's just embarrassing. I won't even show you. All right, shoot. I'll link the video up as well. Here it is. But guys, make sure you check them out, give them a sub, a great channel, and I'm looking to do a lot more collaborations with them in the future, especially as we get the show's return in the next coming months. Guys, this will likely be my last video for the Christmas break or through the Christmas break. I'll be spending next week most of that time with family and friends, so there likely will not be a video. There might be. Put on your notifications just in case something comes out. But I do want to start to make a habit of taking the holidays, major holiday breaks, and really making sure I dedicate that time to family. So hopefully you guys will understand that. Also, the final thing is I am starting a new channel. It's nothing like this, though even for a while it probably will have the same set, called Married to Malika. And it is a relationship channel about myself marrying my wife, and we're going to talk relationships, we're going to talk marriage, we're going to talk life before marriage, life after marriage, and all that kind of good stuff. So it should be a lot of fun. I hope it's funny, but I hope that it resonates with you as well. So if you are out there and you're in a relationship and you want to have some fun just discussing the dynamics and the ins and outs of your relationship, that's what we get into on that channel, and hopefully you guys will join me over there as well. I haven't quite launched it yet, but I do want to kind of just plant that bug in your ear. All right, guys, thank you so much. As always, if you enjoyed this, please make sure that you hit that sub button. You have happened to have stumbled on the best community on YouTube. We are huge ITB fans. Make sure you get over there and check Mike and Kris's channel out at Third Person Podcast. Awesome ITB content on that channel as well as a lot of other shows that they cover that we don't cover here as well. So make sure again that you guys go and check them out. Please give this a like. Please, I don't know what's wrong with my speech today. All day, and I don't even have my Invisaligns in, so I can't even blame it on that. My speech has been acting up. Please give this video a like, you guys. Make sure that you sub and share this video as well. And with that, I will see you on the next video. Peace.